brushwork, the balance of the color, with a wonderful sense of movement. Only Tomasi could bring it all off. He's always been my favorite painter from the Venetian school. So, have you given it some thought since yesterday?
It is fine. I must admit you have me at something of a disadvantage, Miss Heisenberg. I've long dreamed of acquiring this great work. My aesthetic desires may overrule my financial wisdom.
Ah, but certainly not your resources.
True. To own Tomasi's Venice landfall. What an honor that will be. Of course, it will take a day or two to arrange the details.
Of course.
Heisenberg.
Well, you're not much like my other businessmen clients. The pleasure is mine to deal with someone who can not only afford a masterpiece, but who can also recognize one.
I like to think I can recognize beauty wherever I find it. Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
I know it's short notice, but I can offer you a fine meal. And you can watch me unveil the picture in its new showplace.
In your castle? How could I refuse?
8 o'clock, then. My car will pick you up.
Delightful.
What's so funny?
It's just the way you talk. You sound as though you used to have drinks with Michelangelo.
Never. He was too splashy. Let me offer you a dessert wine. It will only take a moment. I gave the servants the night off so that we might enjoy a little privacy.
Christopher, you have passed all limits. Let me go and leave at once.
Dracula! Really, Helsing, this is a private party. You're not going to possess her. But as they say in the movies, it's not what you're thinking. However, if you're going to be this way about it...
I hate to do this, but that is the real A.Lucard.
What do you mean? Oh, he's an old man teasing a dog? Really, Christopher, I want you to get out of here so I can get back to my dinner.
I'm afraid that's impossible. Miss Julia Heisenberg?
Yes?
Ari Wolf, captain of police, to cooperate with our investigation.
Always happy to help the local authorities. You need only call on me, Captain.
He cooperated with you? Well, that's nuts.
That's enough, Christopher.
By the way, these kids out front, Monsieur A.Lucard, they were throwing water on your doorway?
Kids. Let them go.
I suggest all of you people get going. You're just lucky Monsieur A.Lucard is such a good citizen.
Come, let's go home.
Believe me, this could have ended up a lot worse.
Worse? I can't imagine how.
Come. Ah, Captain Wolf. Everything went well?
Perfectly.
Have you had time for a bite? Excellent. And the results? A woman of rare talents, Captain. Cunning, beautiful, cool under fire, and of course, immoral. painting was a fake from the start. Not much of a trick considering I was there when it was painted. I think you'll be useful to us in the art world. Most useful, I believe. Mr. Tickler, my name is Alexander A.Lucard. May I have a word?
You may have much more than that. Just so happens I have an autographed picture here.
I have never seen anything like your performance this evening. Do you do private engagements?
Do I do them?
I was hoping you could come to the castle this weekend and play at a little function I'm planning.
I'd be charmed. Absolutely charmed.
Good. Well, what a happy coincidence. I hope I didn't frighten you.
Not at all. When you've had the sort of career I've had, you don't frighten easily.
A quality I admire. I was thinking perhaps you might care to come to the castle a little early to prepare for your performance.
What a thoughtful idea. Certainly. I'd be delighted. We'll just have to pass by the motel first, if you don't mind, to pick up a few things.
I assure you, everything you need is at the castle.
Then there was the night I nearly set Juliet on fire in the death scene.
Mr. Tickler, I've come for you.
Why don't you just rent a room here, Helsing?
It's just an overzealous fan. It happens all the time.
Mr. Tickler, you must come with me now. It's a matter of life or death.
See here, I don't know what you've been drinking out of that bottle
There's
of
a
yours.
huge crowd at the club demanding that you perform.
Good heavens, why didn't you say so? They shan't be disappointed. I'll be in touch, Monsieur Lecard.
Don't bet on it.
Evidently a slightly larger charge was necessary to blow open the door. Aha! Rycroft, I've come to your rescue.
Rescue?
Don't bet on it.
Angry mob.
I don't recall the details.
Ah! I just felt the mechanism give. Gentlemen, we are free.
Good Lord.
Dr. Smythe, I've just come for you and Helsing. Your extremely tiresome brother here to bring you running to his rescue. I need you to give me your vampire gun.
His vampire gun, that thing was a failure. A useless piece of junk.
Well, it had some flaws, I grant you.
Oh, as things turned out, it was quite deadly in its own way.
Oh, I knew it. A triumph. This is just spiffing.
So I destroyed it. A rash decision, I'm afraid. Especially in light of recent challenges by other vampires who resent my success.
A weapon like that could make you undisputed master of the undead.
You do have a way with words, Helsing. Dr. Smythe, I require you to rebuild the gun.
Sir, I refuse in a matter of principle. Also, I'm not quite sure if I remember the plans.
Well, I've arranged an incentive for you, involving our uninvited guest. It's quite a small room, I'm afraid, but on the other hand, it will get much smaller.
I don't believe this.
I saw this in an old movie, and I just had to have